Hey, welcome back to the Thompson Deep Dive channel for another session of chain reference reading. Tonight's reference is 438, 438, and the margin title is Law and Heart. That is to have God's law stored in our hearts. Okay, and we begin with Exodus 13, Exodus 12. Verse 9, Exodus 12, verse 9. And again, the margin reference is law and heart, and your margin reference number is 438. So let's begin with chapter 9, verse 13. Okay. Or chapter 12, verse 13. Chapter 12, verse 13, right? Okay, good. And it shall be for you a sign unto thee upon thy hand, and for thy memorial between thine eyes, that the Lord may be in your mouth, for with a strong hand hath the Lord brought thee out of Egypt. Let's read that again. That's a little rough one. And it shall be for you a sign unto thee upon thine hand, and for memorial between thine eyes, that the Lord's law may be in thy mouth. For with both a strong hand hath the Lord brought you out of Egypt. Now we go forward to Psalm 1, verse 2. Psalm 1, verse 2. But his delight is in the law of the Lord, and in his law doth he meditate day and night. Now we go to Psalm 37, verse 31. 37, verse 31. Is that right? 37, verse 31 of God's Word. 37, verse 31. All the way over here. The law of his God is in his heart. None of his steps shall slide. Okay, then we go to Psalm 40, verse 8. And I delight to do thy will, O my God. Yea, thy law is within my heart. Now we go to Psalm 112, verse 1. 112, verse 1. Praise ye the Lord. Blessed is the man that feareth the Lord, and that delighteth greatly in his commandments. Now we go now we go to Psalm 119, verse 29. 119, verse 29. Psalm 119, verse 29. Say that again. Well, where are we here? Oh, so it is 119. I'm sorry. It's Psalm 119, verse 29. I didn't trust myself. Remove from me the way of lying, and grant me thy law graciously. 119, verse 70. Their heart is as fat as grease, but I delight in thy law. Law and heart, 119, verse 97. Here we go. Oh, how I love thy law. It is my meditation all day. Then we go to love of word again. Our margin reference this evening is love of law and heart. And am I reading the right ones? 438. It's 438, right? This is interesting. Let's come back here because there doesn't seem to be a forward reference after that one verse. Four, 3, 8. 1970. We read that one. Then we go to 1997. Law and heart. 119, 197. Interesting. I don't see a forward reference here. I see 1997. But it does, this doesn't actually, well, yes, it does. I don't trust myself again. Yes, this is correct. Now we go to Proverbs 6:21. Proverbs 6:21. Proverbs 6:21. Okay. Bind them continually upon thy heart. Let's come back over here to verse 20. My son, keep thy father's commandment, and forsake not the law of thy mother. Bind them continually upon thy heart, and tie them around thy neck. Interesting. What's interesting about that, of course, is it doesn't actually specifically say God's commandments, does it? Okay. Okay. We'll finish tonight right here. We pick up tomorrow night with Jeremiah, okay?